Virginia has loosened up some COVID-19 restrictions effective March 1st. When we hear COVID-19, we probably think of the normal, the mask, the mandates, the closed restaurants, and much more. As we go through 2021, the question remains, when will all this end? Due to declining cases and rising vaccinations, the governor has decided to loosen up some restrictions on COVID-19. Here's what you need to know, and here's how it will impact you. One of the things that has been lifted is a restriction of the stay-at-home order. The stay-at-home order said that between the hours of 12 a.m. and 5 a.m. you had to stay at home, you couldn't be out and about. What does that mean for you? Well, that means that now you're free to drive around, do whatever you want between the hours of 12 a.m. and 5 a.m. and you no longer have to be restricted to your house during those times. Another thing that has changed is alcohol sales. Alcohol sales previously were cut off at 10 p.m. Now they go all the way until midnight. What does this mean for you? Well, as a consumer, this means that you can go out and buy alcohol later. You don't have to worry about getting it ahead of time, or if you're just at a late night or at a party or something, or whatever the case may be, you can still go get your alcohol all the way up until midnight now. The restriction is no longer 10 p.m. The governor also moved the time back as far as restaurants, breweries, and other places go as well that were restricted and said they had to close at 10 p.m. now can be open to midnight as well. What does this mean for you as the consumer? Well, this means that for you, if you're a night out, this is great for you because you can go out a little later, you can stay out later, or if you're somebody that just likes to be out and about late or to have a late dinner, this is perfect for you because now the cutoff is no longer 10 p.m., it is midnight. This is also great for businesses. So businesses before that thrived on having people there late at night now no longer have to be worried about the lonely looking restaurant that they had, the lonely brewery, the lonely bar. Now they can operate all the way up until midnight, which will bring in extra revenue for them and allow people that usually would go out at that time to go out. We also see a change in the capacity limits for gatherings. So previously, you were allowed to have 10 people inside, 10 people outside, and then 250 people in a public event or 30% capacity. Well, Governor Northam has changed those restrictions just a little bit. However, inside currently remains the same, whereas outside gatherings have now moved to 25 people, and public events, public venues can now entertain up to 1,000 people or 30% capacity. Now this is great for the average person because this means that now you can have that little party, you can have your family gathering, that birthday celebration you wanted to have. As long as you have it outdoors, you can have up to 25 people there now and be in complete compliance with the COVID-19 rules that the governor has set. And this is also great for outdoor and public events because they now house up to 1,000 people or 30% capacity. What does this mean to you though? Well, it means that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Loosening up some restrictions shows that there is potential for more to be loosened up in the future. It also shows that you can finally get out, start doing some of the stuff that you used to, and that possibly if we all follow the guidelines and continue on this path, that we could even see more restrictions loosen up in the future. And hopefully, with any luck, one day we'll be able to return back to the normal life we once lived. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay informed.